super excited because today we're going to be talking about probing questions for interviews. I know sometimes you might be like, what am I going to say? I have an interview. I don't know the answers. I don't know how to give, how to reply to the questions. Well, don't bother yourself. You remember, my goals are to help you not to get stuck. Okay. So, if someone asks you, can you please introduce yourself? Can you please introduce yourself? That's going to be our question number one. Okay. And don't mind me because I know I'm a slow writer. Okay. So, question number one, can you please introduce yourself? How are you going to answer that? How are you going to answer that? I know, some people like, there's this guy that was like, hey, I am John. You know what? I'm just here because, no, don't do that. Okay. You're gonna get this. You know what? They're gonna whisk you away. They're gonna whisk you away. So when you're applying for a job, it's like a competition. They want you to be at your best, and you want to be at your best too. Okay? Can you please introduce yourself? Remember, you got key points to have in your mind. Remember, the key points are always gonna be the key points. Okay? So point number one, you already know that it's gonna be number one should be your name. Your name, when you mention your name, the next important thing is your qualification. Don't miss that, please. Okay. So once again, I apologize for being a very slow writer. All right. So how do you do it? I'm going to do the impersonation here. I'm going to impersonate our interviewee and also the interviewer. Okay. Can you please introduce yourself? And I'm like, well, my name is Crystal. I majored in English education. In conjunction to this, I have a TFL certificate. My nationality is American, although I currently reside here in Mauritius. You know what? Sometimes you can actually mention your position in your previous workplace, Your previous workplace, you can tell them, you can mention your position. Maybe you were a supervisor or a manager. Trust me, it's that easy, Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So here you have, I am the ex-manager of co-cooperatives. Yeah, the ex-manager of co-cooperatives. Or I am I am the ex-supervisor of, whatever company. And now you have properly introduced yourself. Now we're going to move to, I think I just want to finish up with my, their stuff. Because, I just want to write qualification. So that's it. Okay. All right. So I think I'm done with that. Okay, so I want to move on to number two, but I don't want to hasten up. I want to deliberate a little on this because a lot of time people underestimate they underestimate the introductory part of an interview. It should not be underestimated. Trust me. Now, listen. The beginning of anything is as important as the end. Okay, so it's very important how you introduce yourself. Please take note of that. You need to have a smile on your face, and you need to look that person in the eye, because you don't want to be like, oh, I'm super shy. You don't want to be like there's a skeleton in your cupboard. It's not gonna be cool with your interviewer. So they want to know that they're dealing with a professional. So you have to be a professional in your approach. You have to act like a professional. Now we're gonna move to number two. That being said, okay, without further ado, I want us to talk about number two. What do you think? Of course, it's the experience. Yeah, you go ahead and talk about your experience. But you're going to be like, what is your level of experience? What is your level of experience? You don't want to tell the person, well, I know how to cook, I know how to dance, I know how to swim, and I know how to drink. Oh, I'm a very experienced drinker. No, okay? You don't have to do that. You have to be a professional. Don't say, I know how to do this, I know how to do this, and I know how to do that. So if you are probably someone who's tech savvy, if you are, I don't know, a medical professional or medical practitioner, if you, whatever you are, you have to be a professional about your experience. Okay, how do you do this? Remember, there are 3 key points you need to note down when it comes to experience. You need to understand that your experience is about, number 1, what you know how to do. Not only what you know how to do. Like, your number 1 should be the things you have worked with, and the people you have worked with. The most important thing, the things you've worked with, the people you've worked with, and the number of years, the number of time or the number of years spent on that job. So these things make up your experience. All right. So you already know that it's not going to be about what you know how to do, but you have to tell. It's not like you're going to tell them. You have to show them. How do you do that? Of course, it's pretty simple. You're going to start with something like this. Okay, Crystal, can you please, no, not like that. Like, Crystal, what is your level of experience? And I'm like, well, I started working towards my goal of becoming an early childhood educator or an early English educator long before I began teaching. Since I was in high school, I knew it was what I wanted to do with my career, when I was studying for my undergraduate degree in English, English studies. I took on my first internship role as a teacher's assistant to a kindergarten class. I worked in that role over my senior year. And at the end of the internship, I was offered a position as a substitute teacher. Okay, now you see, this is a way of letting them in on what you are, on what you're about. You're showing them that, I have seen the word. So your experience should be about not only about your educational background, not only about your educational background or whatever. It should also be about your exposure. That's the major thing you need to know. How exposed are you to this career? They want to know that you're vast, okay, in your knowledge. All right. So that being said, we're going to move to the next. We're moving to the next. So what do we have on the list? The next one. Okay, why should we hire you? Please don't tell them you have to hire me because because you need me. I think you really need me. Without me, your company is gonna collapse, or without me, your company is gonna go bankrupt. No, don't do that. Okay, you want to tell these people your value. You have to be civil about it. Okay. So you have to show them your skill. When someone tells you when someone asks you, like, why am I gonna hire you? You have to tell them, listen, these are the things that I'm capable of doing. Okay. So you tell them I have skilled, I am highly skilled at communication. I am very passionate about graphic design, something like that. Out of all the subjects I studied in college, English education was always my favorite. Stuff like that. You show them that you are a master at your own game, okay? All right. So now you're going to move to, I'm sorry, but I just have to, right now I think my explanation is faster than my writing. So here, the last one should be you telling them, like, they can ask you, like, why do you want to work for us? Why do you want to work for us? You know what? You don't have to tell them, I want to work for you because I need the money, I need to make money. I need to feed my family. Don't do that, okay? They know that you need to feed your family. It's there. Like, they know that. But you don't have to tell them, I want to work for you because I think your company is big. No, don't do that, okay? If you want to work for these people, you got to give them a good reason as to why you want to do that, all right? So why do you want to work for these people? So you want to start by, you might want to talk about your company. Don't tell them it's big, but you can tell them stuff like, well, I think your company is incredible and it has a lot of opportunity for me as a professional. So hence, for my professional development and growth. You see that? Or as an experienced professional, I believe in continuously learning and expanding my skill set. So you want to tell them that you are looking for self-development. You believe that your company can help you attain to a possible height. Okay, that's it. Now, I really hope this video was really helpful. And I'd like you to, do you have any question? Do you have anything that you think can be helpful? All right, please share. Thank you. Thank you. See you later.